everyone, welcome to StudyIQ English. Well, once again a topic on the West Asia controversy, which is predominating the news everywhere right now. Quite an important topic for UPSC GS paper 2 international relations. Yesterday we saw how US is selectively targeting civilian infrastructure in Iran. It started with Qeshm Island, the small arrow-shaped island in the Strait of Hormuz, because it contained a desalinization plant on which about 30 to 50 villages were depending for their drinking water. People called it out as a violation of the Geneva Convention, as a violation of the international humanitarian law. Today we are seeing that US is now attacking the oil export lifeline of Iran in the form of a small island in the Persian Gulf known as the Kharg Island. What is Kharg Island? Kharg Island is a small coral and limestone island in the Persian Gulf. Why is it important? It is also near the Strait of Hormuz. And why is it so crucial for Iran? Because it serves as the most important crude oil export terminal for Iran. Majority of the oil that is routed out of Iran flows from this area. It comes from this region. And therefore, Iran depends on it for its oil revenue. Today, US is attacking this. Very important, about 30 kilometers from the Iranian mainland, a small strategic area of about 25 square kilometer. But now US has its eyes fixated right here. Now on the map here, you can have a look at the Strait of Hormuz, an area where UAE pokes into Iran. You can also have a look at the Qeshm Island, the small arrow-shaped island here, desalinization plant. And now you can have a look at the Kharg Island right here in the northern part, very near the country of Kuwait. Today, US is planning to attack this island because 90% of Iran's oil exports are passing from this island. It is the largest oil export terminal for the country. A country that is already experiencing a war right now. Now, this Kharg Island has a massive oil storage capacity. And if you look at its daily capacity for handling oil barrels, it is about 7 million barrels of oil that are used and routed through this area every single day. It has a massive about 28 million barrels of storage capacity, critical for Iran's economy, critical for the oil income, which already has been suffering in the last few years owing to US imposed sanctions. Imagine how India stopped taking oil from Iran, all because of US sanctions. Iranian economy was already experiencing a lot of problem. That's why even the Gen Z and the business people from Iran were retaliating against Mr. Khamenei's government. And today, the new supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei's name has also been announced, and US therefore is all up to attacking Iran in every possible way it can. Now, Kharg Island is also very unique because of its strange kind of topography. We all understand that this entire area is full of marine water, seawater. But then the Kharg Island is one of the very rare areas which have freshwater deposits. Okay, so this is an area which has fresh water. Why? Because it is composed of coral and limestone, and it can store rainwater. At the same time, let's remember that during the Iraq and Iran war, going back to the 1980s, Iraq had repeatedly heavily bombed the same area, the Kharg Island, because they wanted to destroy the oil lifeline of Iran. And all these facilities were then rebuilt by Iran in early 1990s. Today the same controversy, today the same fear. What if US continues to attack and devastates Iranian economy further? An economy that is already war-torn. And what's the geopolitical significance of that? It is very important because, as I said, it's near Strait of Hormuz. It's a question of 30%, one-third of global oil supply. Countries like South Asian nations experiencing severe oil scarcity. Nations like India, China going back to Russia. Russia also thinking of now increasing the price of its oil. All because of this global oil insecurity, and also because US does not want that Iran should earn any revenue and economy should stabilize, because now we know the entire agenda of this war against Iran by Israel, by US. It's very, very clear. It's not just about ending or decimating Iran's nuclear power. It is definitely about bringing a regime change. It's about just removing the existing theocratic government and replacing it with a puppet government coming from US. That's why US was propagating the name of Reza Pahlavi, the man from the family of Iranian monarchy. And a lot of people were also inviting him to become the new pro-democracy leader. But in reality, he is a leader rooted into Western values. And now US probably also wants some kind of colonialism on Iran's oil resources. And now what happens is yet to be seen. A quick practice question. With reference to following locations in West Asia, consider these statements and then pick up the right quote. 1. Kharg Island is located in Persian Gulf and serves as a major oil export terminal of Iran. Second, Chabahar port is located on Persian Gulf, coast of Iran, and provides a direct access to Mediterranean Sea. Third, Chabahar port is being developed with help of India to improve connectivity with Afghanistan and Central Asia. Which of these statements do you think are valid? For answers and other similar updates, you can just take this QR code, become a part of our Telegram channel, and do remember at StudyIQ, we are right now running a massive sale for UPSC 2027 and 2028 courses. At a very humble price, you get all the GS guidance, paper 1 to 4, answer writing, essay writing, books and material, and current affairs. We also provide you one-on-one mentorship. Although the price is very affordable, but if you use my code SPLIVE and enroll, then you get further discount, maximum discount. The batches have already started on 7th of March for both 27 and 28 batches. If you want to enroll, do it now so that you don't miss out on anything. And do remember to use code SPLIVE. In return, we guarantee you success in the upcoming UPSC exam. Thank you so much.